on Fire show. With me in the backseat of a car, careening down the Scottish, now English countryside, is Bishop Robert Barron. Bishop?
It's wild. I had this trip already on my books from well over a year ago. And then I was invited to speak at the World Meeting of Families. And so it was about 10 days ago, we were over in Ireland.
What it's really turned into is a missionary journey to the UK. And when you come across seas, and give a talk, you're really evangelizing. So we've been making these incredible videos just to kind of show the beauty of the faith in action in these countries.
Gosh, thanks for your presence. Thanks for your exuberance today. It means a lot, I think, for the church, which, as you know, is going through a painful time. And I've been thinking about it a lot, what I would say. What kept coming back to me was, talk about Jesus. Talk about Jesus. See, Christianity is not a philosophy primarily. Christianity is a relationship to this Jesus, which is why the renewal of the church always has to do primarily with a return to Jesus Christ. Where do we learn this? In the family, where everybody is looking not to him or herself, but are together looking to God. The human heart is wired for God. When we forget about God, something goes deeply wrong with human beings. When Christ is the center of our lives, the rest of our lives tend to fall into harmony around that center. When the Son of Man is lifted up, he will draw all people to himself. The scattering power of sin is overcome by this great act of God's gathering in. The church is not interested in spiritual mediocrity. It's calling people to sainthood. To be a saint means to be heroically virtuous, right? To love is not a feeling, not a sentiment, nor is it loving myself through another. To love is to break out of the black hole of my self-regard that draws everything into itself, and really to want the good of the other. After the words of consecration, the most sacred words of the Mass are ite missa est. Go, the Mass is ended. Nobody in the Bible is ever given an experience of God without being sent. Everybody in the Bible, once they've encountered the Lord, sent. And so we who believe in Jesus Christ, we now have this enormous responsibility to proclaim him. Having received the body and blood of the Lord, having eaten and drunk, we are now sent out. You don't have to fly over oceans to get to mission territory, do you, today? You walk outside the door of any church in the Western world, you're in mission country. People losing a sense of God, losing a sense of the transcendent. They need us. We who have been Christified at the Mass, now we're sent to Christify the world. Go and bring the light that you've seen. Bring the Christ that you've become to the world.